Good morning, American University, and welcome to the Daily Health segment with Denise, Ileana, Emily, and myself, Cypress. Today's topic of discussion is cancer and the effect of diet and fitness in relation to cancer. We conducted a handful of interviews with AU students with the intention of better understanding what citizens of our community think cancer is and what they think causes cancer. So let's see what people think.
So what do you think cancer is?
I think cancer is a disease that sometimes has causes to it and sometimes just happens and is curable in some cases, uncurable in other cases.
I think it's a buildup of cells. I know that much.
Where the cells spread and they keep growing inside.
Cancer is actually the disease caused by an uncontrolled division of abnormal cells in part of the body. Cancer is not just one, but a multitude of diseases, as there are over 100 different varieties of cancer. Typically, cancer types are named after the organ or the kind of cell that they initially invade. For example, colon cancer is cancer that starts in the colon. Cancers can be categorized into 5 basic categories: carcinoma, sarcoma, leukemia, lymphoma, and central nervous system.
What do you think in particular causes cancer? Like, how do you get that? Can you catch it?
You can't catch it, but I think it's something that it depends on the type of cancer, whether it's
exposure to chemicals, exposure to radiation, things like that. But it also really depends on genetics. I know in my family, my grandma had breast cancer a couple times, and so my mom has to be more concerned about it. I have to be more concerned about it.
And what do you think causes cancer?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to say probably some kind of virus.
Failing health, renegade cells. I don't know if that's the
Renegade cells.
radiation.
Radiation.
Is definitely a cause of cancer, for sure. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Can you catch cancer? Is it a contact?
I'm gonna go with a heart.
Hard no, ladies and gentlemen.
There are a lot of false perceptions of cancer that seem to be well known amongst most people. To clear up some facts, here are some chemical truths about cancer. First, cancer is caused by both external factors like tobacco, infectious diseases, chemicals, and radiation, and internal factors like hormones, immune conditions, and mutations that occur from metabolism. Second is cancer is treated with surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, hormone therapy, immune, and targeted therapy. Third, all cancers involve the malfunction of genes that control cell growth and division.
And these are considered the modifiable risk factors, the measures you can take to lower your risk of cancer, if not prevent it completely. First is physical activity. This is an example of a modifiable risk factor that is very important. A lack of physical activity can increase the risk of both colon and breast cancer. But on the other hand, physical activity boosts energy, controls weight, and improves one's mood along with fighting against diseases. A simple jog around the block daily can help reduce your chances of cancer, but physical activity alone is not enough. Eating a healthy, balanced diet is another modifiable risk factor that is necessary to a healthy overall lifestyle. You have more energy to spare because your body isn't trying to run on sugar and fat. Fruits and vegetables also help to prevent cardiovascular diseases, which can lead to cancer. When you eat a balanced diet, you are providing your body with the fuel that it needs to manage your energy level. Many people think that a balanced diet is solely dairy, meat, veggies, and fruit, but research has found that animal protein can turn on cancer genes. Everyone has cancer genes in their body, and one's negative diet can fuel these genes. A decrease in meat and dairy can reduce one's risk. Modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors must be taken into consideration when discussing the causes of cancer.
Well, what are the non-modifiable risk factors?
Well, these are the things you have no control over. Age plays a major role in risk factors. Most incidences of cancer increase with age. Sex is another non-modifiable risk factor. Overall, cancer occurs more frequently in men. It is important to note that breast cancer can be found in men and not just women. Next is race and ethnicity. Research has shown that African Americans are more likely to develop cancer. Not just race alone plays a role in cancer, but location as well. In the United States, type 2 diabetes and its complications disproportionately affect several specific populations, including African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, and Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, compared with non-Hispanic whites. Although incompletely understood, genetic, socioeconomic, lifestyle, and other environmental factors are believed to contribute to these disparities. diabetes and cancer are often intertwined.
The Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans 2008 supports a healthy adult getting at least 150 minutes of exercise every week.
To sum all of this information into a simple review, first we discussed what cancer is, a multitude of diseases that result from abnormal cells in one's body. We proceeded to discuss the causes of cancer, referencing both modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors. These included age, sex, race and ethnicity, which are all non-modifiable. Then we talked about physical activity, eating habits, weight control, tobacco use, safer sex, and sun protection, which are all modifiable risk factors. And finally, we gave nutritional recommendations and chemical truths regarding cancer. Plant-based foods are a good start to fight off cancer. Eat more high-fiber foods, keep meats to a minimum, choose fats wisely, boost your antioxidants. Finally, get at least 150 minutes of physical activity a week. Cancer is not something to play with just as much as your overall health is a serious matter within itself. If you follow these few steps to becoming and staying healthy, your risk level will fall tremendously. Health and physical activity can change your life. And that concludes today's segment on cancer.
Thanks for tuning in today. I'm Emily.
And I'm Cypress.
And we're out.